Big news, folks! This Xbox Game Pass thing, it seems like it's finally catching on. In fact, we have a developer out here with receipts praising the impact that Game Pass has had on their games, so let's talk about it.
Are you listening?
Alright, welcome back to the Nerf Report. Let's talk about Let's Build a Zoo. Not to be confused with the 2011 Matt Damon film We Bought a Zoo, which, if you've never seen that movie, I highly recommend it. It's super charming, and at one point, I may have shed a tear. But that is not what we are here to talk about today, as Let's Build a Zoo is a zoo simulator that allows players to build a zoo. You will be able to build enclosures, breed animals, hire vets, splice DNA, and stitch together over 300,000 different types of animals. And look, I'm not here to be a zoo simulator purist, but there is a proper way to play this game. You grow a mullet, dye it blonde, wear holographic t-shirts from 30 years in the past, open a tiger zoo in Oklahoma, threaten the life of a fellow animal activist, get a Netflix documentary, and spend the rest of your life living in prison. If you're not playing the game that way, what are you doing? Now, Let's Build a Zoo originally released in 2021, but recently the game launched for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox Game Pass. And publisher Mike Rose wrote on Twitter this week, "It's been a week since Let's Build a Zoo launched on Switch, Game Pass, and PlayStation. Here are some stats. The game made $1 million in revenue, with the game now being at $3 million total. Over 250,000 players checked out the game via Game Pass. The game is now the studio's best ever Switch launch, and DLC attach rates are averaging 80%. Oh, killer news, especially for a game that launched almost a year ago. But for me, the most interesting takeaway is that over 250,000 people played this game via Xbox Game Pass, a game whose all-time peak player count on Steam was 1,619 players. So clearly, the impact that services like Xbox Game Pass are having on indie developers is massive. And on top of that, Mike Rose expanded on this news, saying, "We've had a notable number of players say to us, I played it on Game Pass, then picked it up on Switch because I wanted to play it on the bus, in bed, on the move. The cross promo between Xbox and Switch has been insane on this one." So not only is the publisher No More Robots getting paid on Game Pass downloads, but the publisher and developer are also getting additional sales on other platforms, showing that Game Pass can almost become this industry-wide demo service, which I think is super radical. Plus, Mike came out and said that this success is causing the team to double down. With Mike Rose continuing to share on Twitter, Spring Loaded already has a bunch of Zoo stuff planned for the upcoming months, so rest assured, this is very much not the end of Zoo. And we're literally just talking about one game. If Game Pass is having this kind of an impact on indie publishers, I for one would love to know what is happening with some of the larger games that are available on Game Pass.